Hello, guys. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining. Let's see what today holds. As we see from the topic, Old Tracker will revolutionize your business. So let's see how it goes. Have you signed up for the free trial? Have you tried? What have you done? Tell us in the chat section, guys. We need to know. Hello, Andy.
Hi, Comfort. How you doing? Hi, Collins. Getting very exciting.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's getting excited. Collins, are you excited as well?
More than excited. More than excitement is understatement. I don't know if there's another word to quantify excitement. Maybe I will use that.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
see how it goes, guys. Let's see how it goes. And of course, guys, tell us in the chat how you feel right now. So, straight to business, All Tracker has just gone live, and people, of course, have the privilege to have to go on the trial, the free trial, and have a go and stuff. But we want to look at it today. Let's have a good, great look. How is it going to change people's businesses from the perspective of business advantages from Andy, and of course the features and stuff. So, Collins, would you like to go on Old Tracker first? Guys, just say anything. I'm leaving it free. Thank you.
Old Tracker is a big deal. Really, really big deal. Yesterday, we saw the market cap of any of the analytic tools in the market. What is in the market? We know there are almost 13 of them or more. But the two giants are what we talk about: Google Analytics and we talk about Adobe. These are the two giants. And when we look at market cap of tracking tools in the market, it's what we're talking about: 80, is it 82 billion plus US dollars. That's what we are talking. I think 82 or 85 billion. Yes, but it's more than 80 billion dollars market cap. So just imagine we are coming with the best of the best. So if you talk about the 13 or more or 12 tracking application, the whole of the IT industry or the world, we have already surpassed everything. So put all their functionality together in one place. We got them all on ONPASSIVE or Old Tracker, meet every function. So put all of those, we've got them all in Old Tracker, and we've even surpassed what they have. And ours is 100% AI and it's unlimited. You cannot beat that for affordable price. So that is the summary I can give for Old Tracker. What we have in the market now is more than.
Oh God, sorry guys, it's taking me forever to unmute myself. Okay, Auntie, after hearing about that quick summary about Old Tracker, before we go into the depths of everything, what do you want to comment or to say from your own angle, please?
We've got two paid products that have come out. So OConnect, which will be fully market ready Saturday, and we have OTracker. So the total business potential with these two markets is $250 billion, somewhere around there. So 250 billion, and you've got two products that are in every way far superior to what else is available right now. Now, with OConnect, for instance, I chatted with one guy who they have 350,000 in their group. And the problem is that they don't all speak English. So we know that very shortly OConnect will have this auto translate. Okay, so the first thing he says is, "Can I have it?" Now, this is a fraction of the cost of the nearest closest rival that we've all been using, that we know once you reach 15,000 people in it, it kicks you out. Right, then you've got OTracker, and Collins mentioned this. So what it's done is the 13 or 12 or 13 odd guys that are out there right now that have these tracking tools, and Google and Adobe are the two big boys. Now, again, you looked it up, I believe, Collins, the other day. So for a pro package for Google Analytics, it's somewhere in the region of 12,500 a month. Okay, 12,500 a month. Okay, I'm done. At least I remember the figures. Now, when you've got a product that encompasses every single aspect of all of those other 13 put together and then some, so it's added on another couple of features, there is, even with a pro package, it's going to be nowhere near what Google or Adobe are going to charge. So who in their right mind wouldn't want to use it? Now, let's take this one stage further, because at the end of the day, every single company that make sales in any way, shape or form, or have a website that want to understand how where their market is coming from, need a tracking system of some sort or another. Every single company. And how many companies are there just in the UK alone? Millions. Now, if it's also going to then save them money, becomes a bit of a no-brainer, doesn't it? But wow. And I'm sure Collins is going to go into the features, so I'll let him do that, and then I'll come back to it.
Exactly. I think let's hear Collins talk about the features, bro. Just go from any angle. We don't choose. Pick any features, quite a few of them. Tell us what they mean, so that Andy will see what he wants to say. We hear what Andy wants to say from his end.
Seriously, when we look at the features in OTracker, it's mind-blowing. And I'll explain some of them in layman terms, because I don't want to go into the way it is. So everybody who is a founder can really understand where we are coming, because we use some of this every day in our daily life. So I will touch some of them. There's one feature that really blew my mind. In OTracker, we're talking about user. When you go to user behavior, click on user behavior, there's a lot of minor functionalities there. Look at each of those features under user behavior. The one I picked was real-time. Real-time. If we look at real-time, it's real-time tracker. Take, for instance, you go to post office to post, a letter or a good, special delivery, scan, pay your money, they give you a tracking number, go home, you sit and you can track that product, the product you're delivering until it gets to that person. That is real-time. Who will not use it? DHL is using it. Post office is using it. All over the world, they are using anything you post by special delivery is real-time tracking. Because that scan has an IP address which you can sit on your laptop, follow your goods until you say, no, they've not received it. You say 2 days, and if it's after 2 days, you can go and say, you know what? I paid for 2 days, and it's gone past 2 days, and it is here. I can see it at this depot, because from this depot, my product has not moved from here to here. So what is happening? It's still there. So you can track your product. So businesses will die for this. That is one features in OConnect, in OTracker. The other one which I will touch is user part. You have a beautiful website. Bam, put it on OTracker. So the moment you put it, everybody who click on that website, you can monitor them, what they are doing, the activities, and how they go about until they do something, whatever action they are taking, you are seeing them. That is user part. So you can follow the user part and activity within your website, because OTracker can track all of those things. Talk again about market campaign. We're talking about campaign. That's one of the one that will blow the marketing industry and any company. Because what we talk about marketing industry is not about as an industry. Mercedes has a marketing department. Go to even our hospital here, they have a marketing department, because you have to put flyers and say, this is my best days. If you are doing campaign, what will happen? OTracker can track that campaign, see where revenue are coming, and Andy will touch revenue. You can see the activities and say, all right, this is where more traffic is coming. So I will concentrate, instead of spreading my wings everywhere, I can concentrate here and push all my effort here to get more. That is campaign. It means it can measure your campaign and analyze it, gives you where you can put your listing to get a better revenue. for your money. So let me leave that two part and we'll touch. We
Mhm.
can go more, and I'll touch most of the feature that will blow people's mind.
Yes, please. I really want. I'm excited to hear a bit more, but I would like Andy to go first because Andy, I want to know the live tracking and user path and all of those. What does it do to businesses?
Well, real-time tracking is essential for an online shop, for argument's sake, and as Collins pointed out, pretty much any company that has a marketing department. But the way that a customer will look on a website, it'll show a heat map, as Collins mentioned, so they'll know which buttons they've pressed. What that changes a perspective, the perspective of a company, and okay, so our website isn't working the way we want it to because they're not clicking on the right buttons. We need to change it round, or emphasize something else rather than what they're looking at. The whole point is that it's increased sales, that it increases the revenue. So when you've got a marketing department, again, Collins mentioned this. So with the analytics, it says, right, we are selling our goods in Germany, France, Italy, but we're not making any sales in Spain, and we're not making any in the UK. Now, there's two things that you can then do. You can work out why they're not selling in Spain or not selling in the UK, or you simply say, right, okay, what we're going to do is concentrate our markets in Germany, Italy, and so that you can then increase the revenue. Now, a lot of times companies make mistakes. Now, what I mean by this is there was a car that came out many years ago. I won't see what the car was called, but in Germany, that name meant something different. So it was never sold in Germany because the name was wrong. And no one did the research. But if you've got articles that are being sold in those countries, but not in the UK and not in Spain, what's the reason? There's a way of being able to work out what that reason is based on the analytics that you can get. So again, this increases the revenue.
Wow. This is so, I've never known that there's such a thing like that. This is so interesting. Thank you, Andy. Thank you so much. So Colin, get on a few more features, please, so that we can learn more. I'm just getting the blend of the two angles that you guys are putting together. Beautiful.
Yeah. So, there's a lot, Sister Comfort. Even when you look at the profiling, that's the other thing.
Profiling,
yeah.
I think.
Profiling, yes, profiling, yeah.
Yeah.
So you look at that feature, what the feature does is, most of the major companies, they can use a government organization, tech giants. What they do is they can group all the data and then look at the behavior of the users or those who are clicking or using this application. What is their behavior? And they can understand the trend as it goes. That is profiling. So whatever you do, they group it and say, okay, this group of people, this is what they can do. This group of people, this is what they can do. So it's just about getting those data and analyze it in a special way. And guess what will happen? Everything you do is more revenue because that's users' behavior. Now let's look at what heat map. Our brother talk about heat map. We always talk about heat map every day. Heat map is just about analyzing. It gives you an overview of where you can concentrate your business. So say, for instance, you said, all right, maybe if I put my business here, where the number of clicks are coming can be maybe in Northern United Kingdom or somewhere in Alaska. Heat map will show you the identity and you can drill down to see within Alaska, which state, which place, and something like that. And that's how heat map functions. So now okay, why should I go to this area and do something whilst my markets are here? So I can put that. So heat map gives you an overview of the behaviors. People who are coming to your website, they click, where they go and stuff like that. And then talk about IP blocker. Remember, most times we talk about people going on website. This is one of the features I don't think the others they have. IP blocker. They block you from the source. So for instance, you come to my website and you're misbehaving. I can just go look at that IP address, block it and you cannot get back to that site. So for instance, if ONPASSIVE block you, there is no way you can come back to ONPASSIVE, except you have to go and buy a different device, because they don't block. Most companies block your name. They look at that name, they block you. But they've not blocked you because you can change name and change things and come back again. But what if I'm able to block your IP device, the IP address of your device? That particular device is condemned forever. You cannot even come to that site again. That's why I said with old tracker, it's bad news for those who think they can just jump on site and cause problem, cause havoc. Because once they block it, there is no way you can get to that site. The only thing you can do is to buy new device. And for how long you'll be buying new device? Just because you want to go to somewhere. The moment you come, you misbehave again, they block you. You can't. It means you have a lot of computer, lot of phones that you cannot even use. So that is the beauty. And you can analyze the number of blocks you've done and say, but why are they doing this within the IP blocker side? So I'll leave it for Andy to take it from me.
Yeah, Andy, before you go, I think anyway, just go ahead, take it from there. Then I'll look for Sister Rose's question, and you both can go on it after you, Andy, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm thinking about this from a slightly different angle. There are thousands and thousands, millions of companies out there, and there are an awful lot of these companies that don't currently use a tracker. Don't currently have the facility or the cost, the money or the cash to be able to use a tracker. So they pay for a small product, one of the 13, and it's the cheapest of the cheap, but it doesn't do everything that they want it to do. Now we've come up with a product that I think we're going to have 3 levels, but you can get at entry level, and the entry level may well be inexpensive, which means that pretty much anybody that sells anything can then use a tracking facility. And what do you think that that's going to do for their business? If they're able to, as Colin's rightly pointed out, you hone down your business. Where's it coming from? What are you looking for? What market are you aiming at? The age range? All of these things, you can be able to find out exactly who's buying what, what age they are, etc., because all the details will be there. So if you've got that facility and you've got it at a cost-effective price, and then because there are more customers coming on board anyway, and you've got this opportunity then to get paid to use that, why would anyone in their right mind go anywhere else?
Wow.
It's the same with OConnect. So now you've got systems in place and a business model that is second to none, different to anything else. We're not interested in purely making profits. Google and Amazon Web Services, and I love what Ash was saying the other day about Amazon Web Services, they just like to add noughts on the end of the cost to host things. Well, they're going to get a very rude awakening very shortly. But at the end of the day, that's it. That's all they're there for. Profit, 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 profit. And the difference is that it's one person that makes all the money. And the shareholders, of course. But one person makes more than anything else. This is a system where everyone wins.
Wow. That's just so amazing indeed, Andy. I think that's the best part of it. Everyone wins and nobody's left behind, because even the distribution of the products, they understand that even petty business traders can still have something. And so there's basic, there's pro. What's the third one, Andy? There's basic, pro, and...
I'm not sure what the third one will be, but I think there are 3 levels.
Yeah, there were 3 levels. Guys, drop the third one on the chat. I just want to remember it, but then I don't think it's an emergency. So Sister Rose is saying she just wants to be sure that she gets you both well. She says, Tracker will assist in terms of monitoring the revenue generated by our municipalities. It will eradicate corruption completely, if I understand Brother Collins correctly. So is that what...
Yeah, I think that's not really it. It's just in terms of marketing. So for instance, you're using your campaign, you're running your campaign. It helps you to analyze the campaign, where you can concentrate, where more revenue can be generated. It just analyze everything. Who are the customers, those target people, where are they going, and their shopping habit, all of those things. So that's the campaign that you're running. It's just like you're doing an advert, you're running a survey of something to know the habit, you know. So this can analyze you, that particular tool or the functions within OTracker can give you exact, you know, analysis of what you are doing and what you can achieve. So you don't waste a lot of money throwing your wings everywhere. You can just concentrate and know that if I put it here, this is where we generate more revenue.
Okay. All right. So that's a good one. I just want to quickly go back to something, Collins, to know what is the difference between heat map and geofencing.
Geofencing, that's a good one. You know, you can geofence, or they call it geolocation. You know, I should put like geolocation, so you know, it's just about, you know, it's about mapping an area. Say you can, let me take for instance, you lost your mobile phone. You know, maybe you travel to Milton Keynes, you lost your mobile phone. They can geo fence the whole Milton Keynes and then track it and see where the device is. So it goes by that's geofencing. That's you map an area and then you do whatever you want to do. It's just the same as geolocation. So you can locate something, but it goes by IP address. You know, so they can locate all the IP addresses in that area, whatever device people are using, you know, in the internet space. Maybe Andy will have a better. I know there was a time Andy explained this geofencing in another way, but that's you say geofencing and what
and heat map. What's the difference between
all
the
right.
two?
So heat map is about it's just about locating where your markets are coming. So it can spread everywhere, but it tell you exact where people are clicking. You know, you can say, all right, they're clicking from Africa to your website, they are doing this, they are doing that, so you can concentrate. But geofencing is about locating an area, map an area, and then close it down.
Okay. Andy, do you have a okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and it's the same like geolocation, where you locate an area, but it goes by device. They ping a device, said, all right, like remember a lot of time people go to the police, they said, oh, I've lost, maybe I think like I lost my phone or I lost this. As long as that device has an IP address, say, give us your phone number, and they can track that place, say, oh, it is here. That's where you drop it. Can you go there? If it's not there, they can track it until maybe the person will even destroy it. And so they used to pick people from their mobile device. You take it and they can track it until you come to that house and said, this is where the phone is. Please bring it. Bring it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I would like Andy, do you have anything from your perspective to add to that?
Yeah, no, I don't think it'll ever happen because no one wants to go to Milton Keynes. But anyway, no. The thing I was thinking of was the hot button. So when somebody clicks on the website itself, it shows them what parts of the website that they actually click on. Yeah, and that to me is very powerful because it shows the owner of the website what people are drawn to. Yeah. And from that, they can very quickly work out, okay, well, I need to move that around so that, you know, they're going to go where I want them to go, not where they're taken to. So, you know, the hot button, I think it's called a hot button. So it shows them where they click on the website. That's the bit that I mentioned, not the heat map that Collins. Right. It's two different things.
Yeah, sure. No, I just wanted to know the difference. So Mayan is asking a question. Hi, sis. She says, can we manually input our current my links, or which URL are we required to input in the old tracker?
This is a business tool. I think we answered that question last time. This is a business tool. We don't know because I don't want to put my links in there and something happen because there is a code you need to enter. So it's just to click, you know, click and then look at the functions. But I think it's more of a C to B, customers to business, because those who will use it, they have their exact link they want to put, whatever they want to put, and there will be a code where they can enter. So for me, I will not really bother about putting anything there because I don't want to put something. Maybe you take Facebook, drop it there, click on it, because remember this product, this product is already live. Then someone said, wow, who is using my stuff somewhere?
Hmm.
Started tracking something, and I don't want to go to that until we get clarity from the corporate level, what we can do and what we can't do.
Okay. All right. So I'm just looking if there are questions relevant, Andy, except that you have something to add. If there are questions relevant to just old tracker, then I think we can attend to them. So Le- Leptega says they gave us 7 days trial. As many on Perseverance, how can I use old tracker? Because I tried and couldn't open the page. Please help. Thanks.
I don't know, maybe it could be your web, your connectivity, because I know a lot of people click and the page, it has a control panel. When you click, it opens another tab for you to view O tracker, like the way O Connect, opens, and the way we have O Net and O Trim. So
Mm-hmm.
check your connectivity, because I believe most founders, they've seen it. They click and then it opens a new screen, and you can see everything in there.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, Andy, there's one here. I don't know if you want to have a go. Can our tracker be used by households?
Um, as Collins just pointed out, O-Track is really for businesses that are selling things. I don't, as a household, I can't see you would use it. That doesn't make sense. If you're selling things online from your house, then yeah. If you take an online golf shop, that's something I'm interested in. Sorry. So they sell clothing, or they sell equipment, for instance. I know several people that work from home, and their stock is kept on the premises. So that's something perhaps that they could use. O-Tracker would be a good example of that, based upon the details from their website. Yeah. But a normal household, no. Comfort, no.
All right. Yeah, sure. I know I may be trying to asking for too much now, but then let's tarry here a bit just to help, because this really goes a long way. People can watch and then come back and watch again to understand more, right? So we just want to make it. I want to be sure. I'm sure the rest of the people in house that O Tracker is exclusively a business tool. It has nothing to do with tracking down criminals or tracking down people's, and stuff like that. Let's just go on this. I understand, but let's go on it to make a few more clarifications. Guys, speak.
It's a business tracking tool. It's not. I want to find my sister.
Yeah.
No, it's not for that. It's a business tracking tool to find out where your customers are coming from, and to analyze the details that you've got in your business from the website point of view, from your sales funnel, where your market's coming from, what age group are looking at it, where they're looking from. It's not anything for tracking people. No. That's the American satellites. We won't go there.
Exactly. So you are just tracking down to know what age group, what gender and stuff, so that to know how much to supply to the people who need it more and stuff like that. Yeah. All right. So
yeah, Charlotte's made a very good point here. There is a manual with O-Tracker, so download it, read it, and then you'll know a lot more about it. That's the best thing we can do.
All right. Thank you. So let's move on, guys. Let's move on. I think I'm digging a bit too much now. So I was just saying, because since it's O-Tracker is new and it's a bit different, it's like O-Connect, where anybody can just pop in. That's why I'm just trying to see if people are still asking. So Peter Rogers says lots of people are worrying about using O-Tracker. It's not a necessity to use it. It's a business tool. If you got a website, then you can use it for that. All right.
Yeah, Comfort. Let me get this. Let me make this very clear. Right, I have not got a clue as to how I can use OTracker in my business
Me
right
too.
now. Okay,
Yes.
haven't got a clue. As Colin said, we're not going to use our links for it at this stage. Fair enough. I don't know how it works. That's Colin's job. Yeah, I know the business perspective on understand that bit because of the way it's going to help companies, right? But I'm not bothered. I don't need to understand it because I'm hardly likely to use it. But I want to be able to resell it to others because there are millions of customers that will want to use OTracker. And I want to earn a little bit of commission for every customer that starts to use it. Right. So I'm not bothered, and people should not be bothered about whether we're going to actually use these products and how they work and what they do. It's not essential for us to understand that. What is essential is that in order for us to be able to resell it, we have to buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we've bought it, we can then resell it on to others. That's the key here.
Right.
Now, and again, I'm going to make this clear. We said there are 3 packages. So, for example, and I'm not saying this is the price, this is purely an example. So let's say, for argument's sake, that the base price, the lowest price, is £20, $20, whatever you want to call it, 20 apples, right? And I activate that at 20 apples. And one of my customers comes along and he buys a pro package, and that's, again, for argument's sake, 1,000 apples. Right, now there's commission payable for that, but I can't take it yet because I've still only bought the basic package, the 20 apple package. Now that commission is in my wallet until such times as I pay for the pro and then would be able to release that. Now, I'm never in my lifetime going to use pro. I'm a one-man band. Yeah, I'm not a major corporation, a government, an institution, a huge corporation. I'm not, but I want to be able to offer that to those top professionals, to those big companies, those big organizations that currently pay way overboard for it with other competitors. So once I've done that, I can then resell it on and therefore collect the commission that comes in from those bigger purchases, from those larger companies that will buy it. Yeah. But as I said, I'm never going to use it. And there are going to be many other products that come out within the ONPASSIVE ecosystem I will never use. But if they're paying products, I will always, as an affiliate, pay for it so that I can then offer it to others. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Thank you. So, Collins, Lonnie Jede is asking, how do oil companies use it on their rigs?
Yes, that exactly what I wanted to say. And it comes from another angle, and I want to take it, from the technical part of it. Why OTracker? Why do we need a tracking device? It's because we have IP addresses. The world is moving into technology. Every device in this world is an asset. In IT companies, said an asset is a tool that have an IP address. So you have asset and not asset. You go to offices, non-asset is just like your desk you're sitting on. It's not a machine. It doesn't have any IP address, but asset has an IP address. Now think about the number, when we talk about the amount, the market cap, which is 85 billion plus market cap for IP addresses. How many IP addresses do you think we have on this planet Earth? It's trillions. Because we have IPv6, we have now IPv4, now we're moving to IPv6. That's IP addresses. Because if you go into a household, 10 device, 10 IP address, 100 device, 100 IP address. In a house, calculate how many mobile phones and laptops are all in United Kingdom. Think about USA. And every day when your phone damaged, that IP address is gone because they are all unique. Now, because of that, they need a monitoring tool. Because most businesses are going digital, they need a monitoring tool. Whether it's an oil company, it's a government company, hospitals, and when you talk about IP address, not only phone, laptop, printers, all of those things that have IP addresses. you know, now you need a device to monitor all of that, to say, all right, can I do this? Engineers will use it. Now, it's not only about the IT sector that will use it, because they can track all of those tools to make sure they are functioning. It's not about tracking to know where you are, to track and make sure they can repair it as quick as possible. Sometimes you call somebody, you don't need to carry a laptop. They say, okay, give me your IP address, take this number, give me. They navigate and do it. It's because of the IP address. And why? It's because of the turnover. Sometimes customer call, they call, if you are in customer service, first line support, it's only IP address pinging devices. That's old tracker we are talking, doing all of this. Now go again, dive into companies, because they are using machine. They can do their business. The internet space is there, for you to get all of those devices, get all those data, ping them, make sure you are doing your work effectively and efficiently. That's why we need ultra. There is no way in any major company, if there is no asset, no IP address, no tracker. You need it. Whether we like it or not, we can. Mr. Ashford said we cannot do without it. And that's why it's hot cake now for us to have it. So
All
going
right.
by that, like our brother said, oil company, there's asset there, they'll ping it, so they need tracking device.
Yeah, I think that because my sister Mayan also asked how it's going to help in a law company. I think that explanation answers all of those questions. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Andy, any comment at all?
No, I think Collins has covered it very well.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that we should be rounding up. So we are waiting for Saturday and stuff. So if you comment, do you have anything to tell people as we move on, as we wait for Saturday and the days ahead and how the month is going to look like? Let's round up on that, please.
I think the best thing we can do is to make sure that on Saturday we join the O Connect. Let's see if we can, get 150, 200,000 on the call. That would be the most amazing thing. Bearing in mind the competition, you can't call them competition because they're nowhere near us, but they max out at 20,000. We've had 80,000 on the call already. Let's break the next record and make sure we got 200,000 people. Tell everybody to be on that call on Saturday.
Yes. I think I've never thought so, Andy, but then that's a good one, guys. I know we can do it. Let's just tell everybody to be on the call on Saturday. Thanks. Collins?
Yeah. So as Andy said, please come in your numbers, because if you miss this day, it's something that you will regret. I don't know if you miss it. It's like, I don't know what we can say, but come, because this is a big surprise. Mr. Ashford said yesterday that there is no way they can release the cat out of the bag, but it's something that has never been done before. It's bigger than what we ever think. So let us come in our number to see that surprise. I think there will be 3. We're talking about 3 events going on. I think 2 or 3. One, we already know that it will be a Burj Khalifa show. The other one is an unknown location, and there's another one, and then the raffle to see the winner of that day for the context. So please let us come in our numbers to enjoy that day, and it will be on O Connect. So thanks. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, thanks. I think I'll also add like to what Andy has said. I just want to repeat that because even yesterday we heard Ash say that the more we come again, the more strength we are giving to our All Connect, because we come in our numbers and more, the testing, and that's still part of the testing. So let's really try to be there. Let's be expectant as usual, happy, celebrating, and waiting for whatever is waiting for us. Then it's all a win-win from all angles. Whatever will be told us is surprise. Whatever, how many numbers will come on All Connect, it helps boost or helps give these people the tech team more stuff to work on, to look at, and stuff like that. From my own perspective, so thank you guys. Let's try to share this video to go out there, because this is useful information. All tracker is something that everybody wants to learn, understand, and master it. However, the good news is that we don't need to sweat it. You don't need to understand. Just go for it, buy it, put in the shop, and then the team will go to work on our behalf. Thank you guys for joining, and thank you, brothers, for always being there for us. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Bye.